The lesson of sudden wealth.
One chilly evening, a homeless man named Jack was sitting on a park bench, as usual. He had been living on the streets for years, struggling to get by. One day, while walking past a convenience store, he saw a crumpled lottery ticket on the ground. Without thinking much, he picked it up and put it in his pocket. A few days later, Jack heard on the radio that the winning lottery numbers had been announced. Curious, he pulled out the ticket and compared the numbers. To his shock, every number on his ticket matched the winning numbers. Jack couldn't believe it. He had just won millions of dollars, seemingly by chance. The first thing Jack did was cash in the ticket. Suddenly, he had more money than he had ever imagined. At first, he didn't know what to do with it. He rented a fancy apartment in the city and bought expensive clothes. For the first time, he was living a life of luxury. Jack started throwing parties, inviting people he hardly knew. He bought a new car, the latest gadgets, and even took a few trips abroad. Wherever he went, he spent money without a second thought. He felt invincible, as if the money would never run out. But as the weeks passed, Jack's life began to change. The people who had surrounded him when he was wealthy started to disappear. He realized that many of them had only been there for the money, not for him. Worse, his bank account was quickly shrinking. He was spending much more than he had expected. One night, after another extravagant party, Jack sat alone in his empty apartment. He looked around at all the things he had bought, but they didn't bring him any happiness. For the first time, he felt truly lonely. It was then that he realized he had made a mistake. Jack thought about the time when he had nothing, but still found small joys in life. He remembered the kind people who had helped him when he was living on the streets. With this in mind, Jack decided to change his ways. The next day, he sold most of his luxury items and downsized to a modest apartment. He didn't need all those things anymore. Jack decided to use the rest of his money for something meaningful. He donated to shelters for the homeless, helped set up food banks, and supported programs for people struggling with addiction, something he had faced in the past. Jack also started volunteering at a local shelter, sharing his story with others. He wanted to give back to the community and help those who were in the same situation he had been in. Over time, Jack found fulfillment not in wealth, but in the difference he was making in people's lives. Though he no longer had the millions he once did, Jack was happier than ever. He realized that true happiness didn't come from money, but from helping others and living with purpose. The lottery ticket had changed his life in ways he could never have imagined, but it wasn't the money that brought him joy. It was the chance to make a difference.